I'm Nurse Jessica Seitz, along with Nurse Erica. We're Nurses Uncorked, the podcast that takes nursing facts with nursing comedy and makes a little cocktail out of it.
Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. We're doing something a little different this week. So back on August 3rd, Jessica and I traveled to New York and we went to the RUNAP, the Rochester General Hospital nurses strike, and we had an amazing time. We met so many amazing nurses and people there. Everybody was so wonderful, and I just can't speak highly enough of them. It was a great experience, and it was Jessica's first strike experience. What do you think about strikes now?
I'm kind of addicted a little bit, which I don't know if that's a weird thing to say or not. Not that I'm hoping that nurses need to go on strike, but the energy is insane. Like, I really dug it. It was pretty cool, man. It's like everybody uniting for one thing. Like, it's what nursing's all about. I'm digging it. I'm ready to join a union.
Now you can see why I love strikes so much. They are addictive. So we spent about 9 hours on the strike line, and before we went back to our hotel. And we had cold and heat and rain and we had everythting. And by the end of the day, we were exhausted and we looked like drowned rats or something.
We did. We looked like not even just rats, like New York City rats. Like, really tired and really like we've traveled long and far on the streets of New York and we just can't take it anymore.
Exactly.
So we were so exhausted. So I'll give you a little background quickly, that we were supposed to set this up as an official true podcast. And
in the hotel room while we were together in New York. That was the plan. We brought all our equipment and everything.
And I brought all this fancy equipment that I could not figure out. And after I was one Chardonnay in, we said, forget it. And we just taped a live that we did on TikTok. And that's what we're going to be utilizing as today's podcast. So you're going to kind of you got to go with the flow here, people. We're kind of jumping back and forth. So this is not part of the live that we did. This is just a little intro to give you all some background. And then you're going to hear the majority of the live. So it's very interesting, that's for sure.
And we wanted to capture the moment of us being blissfully exhausted and having some wine and going live. And it was one of the most entertaining lives I think that I've ever done. And listening back to it, we both decided, like, this is too good. We need to use this live as the podcast for the week. So we downloaded it, and that's what you guys are going to hear.
I'm curious to see if people think we're as funny as we did. Because I thought we were hysterical on that live. It could just be that we were dehydrated, had barely eaten, and a glass of wine went directly to our heads, and everything was hysterical. But hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as we did. So to kick it off, do you want me to tell them about the drink that we had while we were?
Yeah, what were we drinking during that live?
Okay, so it's, I'm a Chardonnay drinker, so this is what I had brought in my suitcase.
She brought 2 bottles. 2.
I did, but Erica liked it. So this is, let me see if I'm saying it right. Ferrari Carano Chardonnay. It's delicious. It's really good. I go between this one and a different one, and I brought this one just because it was easy and it was a screw top. And Erica and I have our matching glasses, our Nurses Uncorked glasses.
Aren't they so cute? I love them.
Yeah. So cheers to that. And that's
cheers.
It's a very simple drink of the week. You just open the bottle and drink it. That's it.
And it's your favorite.
Yeah, it's delicious. So, and Erica didn't mind it either. So let's hop into the live. We're going to switch off to that and come back to you here shortly.
Look at us. We look rode hard and put away. What is this saying?
Can you show them the picture of how we looked this morning?
Yeah,
Do you have your phone?
Yeah, I can. We did look cute earlier today.
Listen,
Really.
it's not pretty.
In the morning.
It's
I thought we
not
looked decent in the morning anyways. Okay.
pretty. Show them how cute we looked for 5 seconds.
That was
this
the beginning
morning,
of the day.
right? Then we got out of the Uber
Now look.
10 hours ago.
We look like we're dying. I mean, first of all, Nurse Erica doesn't sleep, and she was scrolling her phone till 2:30 in the morning. Okay? Then the alarm goes off at 5:30 in the morning.
It went off at 5.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
We agreed on 5:30, and I
It
said
went
for
off
5.
at 5:30 in the morning, and then we had to get up, get ready on 3 hours of sleep,
Not even.
and try to make it.
And no coffee.
No, there's no coffee here. Not in this place. No. So on no coffee, and then okay, so we got to the strike, which was cool. It was amazing.
It was pouring rain.
Oh yeah, it was raining.
And it was freezing cold this morning.
It wasn't that cold.
It was cold. I
wasn't-
get cold
it
easily.
wasn't
I
that
was in a
cold.
hoodie and I was cold.
It wasn't cold.
It was cold.
But it was raining. They had like
A Keurig.
they have a Keurig
With no creamer.
with powdered creamer, like the nasty.
And we didn't have time to like go search for coffee elsewhere.
No, there was just no time. So we made it there, and then it continued to rain. What, for 2 more hours at least?
2.5 hours. But we were troopers. We were out there in the rain. I was doing a live. I think you did a live
Yeah. So basically,
in the pouring rain.
all the curls we put in our hair for no reason were melted off immediately, which is fine. That's not the point. The point of this is that, okay, so I've never done a strike before because
She's a strike virgin.
I'm a
before
strike
tonight.
virgin. I've never been to a strike.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of walking involved. There's a lot of walking.
A lot.
Yeah, you go up, you go down, you go down, you go up, you go up, you go down, and then you circle back around, and then
you do it all again.
And then you have somebody like Nurse Erica that's like, since you're headed that way, if you could just get my latte at Starbucks, that'd be great. I'll take a sugar-free vanilla latte, kids temperature, please. Nurse Jessica, run, scurry.
I didn't say that like that.
It's kind of like that. So
I don't like my coffee hot. I do get a kiss.
So I had to get her the coffee and bring it back, okay? Which was fine.
She Ubered to Starbucks.
Okay, but I didn't know it was only half a mile. Okay, it was half a mile. So I walked back with the 2 lattes jostling, okay? I got it to the princess
Grateful. I'm not princess.
at kids temperature.
I do have to have
Which
it.
is so dumb. So dumb. The lady at
Were
Starbucks.
you embarrassed ordering it?
I was like, I don't know what this means. She wants it at kids temperature. I'm like, wouldn't by the time I get it to you be at kids temperature?
No, it's too. I just don't understand why people want to pay like $7 for coffee that they can't drink for 30 minutes because it's scalding hot. Like that pisses me off.
I drank mine immediately.
No, I need a kid's tap.
Okay. So anyways, we get back, and then later in the day, I needed more caffeine, and so let's get to the other thing. We didn't know we were speaking at the.
Oh yeah. So
tell them about that.
So like 20 minutes to 11, right as it's starting to get hot as Satan's ball sack. Okay.
God,
The union
that's hot.
The union organizer, and I'm still in my hoodie, mind you, but I couldn't change because the union organizer comes up to us and is like, so at 11 o'clock, the press is going to be here and you're going to speak. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, like you're on the schedule.
Oh, wait till you hear what she did to me.
No one gave
Wait
me
till
a
you hear what she
schedule.
did to me.
I didn't know that, so I'm panicked because I'm not a like off the cuff kind of a.
The whole time
speaker.
she's panicked that her speech will be recorded. Okay.
Don't start. It's
Yeah.
recording.
Erica's speech needs to be recorded. So she kept saying to me, is there any way you could record my speech? Since you got my Starbucks, can you record my speech? And I'm like, sure. So we made a pact, if you will. It was, you record mine, I record yours. Okay?
But then they come to us 10 minutes beforehand.
No.
Yeah, and they're like, you're going up together. And I'm like, well, shit. Who's going to record me then? Because everything's content.
Let's backtrack that. Just before I went on, the pact was, you record me, I'll record you.
What
Okay?
she's not telling you is that as they're announcing us, right before we walk out, the union organizer, a lovely woman, says, "Do you want me to record this?" And I'm like, "Yes, please go up front. Please record it for us." And she's like, "Okay, I gotcha." And I'm like, "Thank God." So
wait a minute.
So I didn't record her.
Okay, she didn't record me. Does she then tell me, "Don't worry about recording me, sweetie. The union coordinator has it all under control"?
I was nervous.
No, I immediately went into, I've done my speech, it's now film time, okay? And I'm filming her, I'm on the ground, I have perfect levels, I'm sweating, I'm filming, I'm sweating, I've got the whole thing down, and then we're done finally, and I'm like, "Hey, can we like airdrop?" Oh, I didn't record you.
This leads to like 3 hours of panic.
I'm like, "What do you mean
on
you
her
didn't
part
record?"
and like talking crap about me.
The union coordinator recorded us. I'm like,
and there was a backup. There was a backup. Another nurse that was at the strike. We had asked her ahead of time, "Can you please record us?" So we had a backup.
wait a minute. Nobody could figure out how to airdrop the video. Okay,
No
one could figure it out until finally somebody emails us the video, and it looks like a filming of Britney Spears. It is pixelated.
It's a little grainy.
You can't see anybody. It looks like I could have been Scarlett Johansson. I could have been Amy Winehouse from the dead. Nobody knows, okay? Because it's grainy, and she's like, "Look, the video came through. Send me my clip now. Send me my sharp, clear clip." And I'm like, "No." So
She wouldn't send it to me.
I decided to hold her clip hostage. Okay,
She did.
I did.
But she's taunting me. She's like, "Look how clear."
Yeah,
it
I'm like,
is.
"Wow, this
Look
one
how
looks
beautiful."
good. This one looks really good."
Like, I just want to post it.
Yeah. So, anywho, I harassed you for a long time.
You did.
I did.
You did.
And somebody stole my megaphone.
Someone did.
For a while, it was gone. It vanished.
That was a sign.
And I was
They didn't
hangry.
want you to have
I was
it.
hangry. I hadn't eaten. I was sweating. You
Sweat
didn't record
so
me,
bad.
and I recorded you. And I was like, "Oh, don't worry. At least you have a crisp, clear video. Don't worry about me."
It took a couple hours for me to even get a video from anyone because no one could airdrop.
But she already knew as soon as we got to the hotel that she had a crystal clear video on my phone. Okay? So this one's like, "Don't worry, it's okay." In the meantime, she's already posting her video everywhere. Yeah. So once again, I had to figure out how to figure it out and get the recording from somebody and Google how to do the airdrop. Okay, long story short, I finally got it, okay? So this bitch is like, "Can you send me that video now? I want to compare the video and see if yours is better. Can you send me my video?" I'm like, sure. So then I'm having caffeine withdrawals, okay? I need a Diet Coke. So Diva's like, "Well, since you're out and about, could you get me an iced tea?"
Listen, what she's not telling you is that she had a get out of jail free card to leave the strike twice. I didn't leave at all. That's right.
I did.
That's right.
I did need. I was dying.
Right.
I was
You
dying
left.
of cat. So
Under the excuse of need.
So this is two times that I needed caffeine. Okay, I'm a caffeine addict.
So am I.
But each time, this one benefits. While you're there, if you could just get me an iced tea from somewhere, preferably raspberry flavor, or if they have sugar-free raspberry. I mean, I know that may not be a possibility, but
you make me sound
but if you
so
could,
bad.
that would be great. Okay.
You make me sound so unreasonable. Listen, I have had 3 bites of beef jerky today. That's it. I haven't eaten anything else. She went and got lunch. She left the strike and had lunch.
I got lunch at the strike.
No, but then you left and went to Chick-fil-A.
All I got was your iced tea.
Oh.
And my soda. Oh,
I thought you ate
okay,
there.
wait, the day gets worse. This one has a backup portable battery charger for her phone.
Yeah,
So
I planned ahead.
So she's streaming everything, okay? She's charging it up. My phone's dead as a doornail, okay? And then, wait, there was
for being a strike virgin.
Oh,
I
tell
knew
them
there was
about
gonna
the
be-
rat.
Oh my God. Okay, Scabby the Rat is like this huge union thing, right? And you don't get them in all the strikes. So to have Scabby the Rat, look, Google it if you don't know what it is. Like a 26-foot tall rat. It's amazing.
I never got to see it.
And I got excited because they said they were going to have Scabby the Rat. So we get there, I'm like, where's Scabby the Rat? Oh, it's behind the hospital because like they put it strategically where the scabs were going to enter.
And
I'm like, that's brilliant.
You hyped this up big time.
Yeah, it's so cool. And I wanted my picture in front of Scabby. So all day we're like, we need to go find Scabby. We need to go take pictures with Scabby.
No. That's a lie. She's lying already. All day I wanted to see Scabby since she hyped up Scabby, and she's like, later, not now, later. So she kept putting me off and putting me off and putting me off and putting me off. And
oh,
finally,
so it's my fault that we didn't see
because
Scabby?
if we had
Is
gone,
that where you're going with this?
I'm angry.
So then these two nurses on the strike are like, yeah, Scabby's set up right behind the building, the hospital that we're in front of. Do you want to walk over there and see Scabby? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And they're like, some people are taking shuttles. And I'm like, a shuttle to go right behind the hospital? What do you mean? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, but it's right behind the building. And they're like, yeah. Okay, so we start walking.
Well, no, then they say you probably can't go the short way because you'd get in trouble with security. So
I think I missed that.
Yeah, I heard that. I did hear that.
So we start walking and walking and walking.
There was
so much walking.
There was a lot.
And it's humid and hot. And we keep walking.
Wait, but
we're
in the
going
meantime,
around the block.
I'm still trying to film TikToks.
Yeah, the whole time I'm like walking, like sweating and like, I hate my life right now.
Find it funny.
She's like, smile.
I wanted to do.
And I'm like, if you post that, I will
I actually
kill you.
did do it. It's in my drafts.
If you post that,
it's in my drafts.
If you post that, I will kill you.
So wait, the funny part was the video concept was we were both supposed to be in fast motion going to see the
there
rat.
was nothing fast.
So wait,
about
I accidentally set it to slow. So it's like this at first. and it's to Black Betty, Ramble-lam, and it's like
I gave zero.
I told her it's already like a sister relationship, so I get to pick on her. I know. So anyways, then I changed it to fast. I have the video. Do you guys think
never gonna post it?
Do you guys think I should publish it?
Never gonna post it. Never.
Black Betty, you look like in fast motion. You look like you were excited.
I'm sure I look like Attila the Hun.
No, you looked excited.
I was miserable. I was being so mean to the two nurses.
But you
that
had
were
your
taking us to Scabby. I was bitchy.
You had your sunglasses
if
on.
If you're watching this, I was really. I'm like, I've been catfished. There is no Scabby. Where are you taking us?
Meanwhile, her name's Margarita, so I'm like, give me 2 margaritas. I'm gonna give you some head. Give me 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And this one's like this.
So we keep walking, and we've turned all the corners. We've gone blocks. There's no Scabby.
You guys, this is a huge hospital. Huge hospital.
It was not right behind the building. It was behind like multiple buildings and like garages, and like we kept going, and finally we turned the last possible turn, and it was like leading to the freeway. I'm like, clearly there's no Scabby.
We were at a bridge. It was a bridge.
Yeah. So finally she's like, maybe I'll call and check. That's a good idea.
Not me. It's the other lady. Margarita.
Someone took Scabby down. After we walked like 17 miles.
Traveled 2 miles, and Scabby the rat was nowhere to be found. Which makes the video all the funnier, doesn't it?
No. I wanted my picture with Scabby.
So, no Scabby, 2-mile walk.
In the humidity.
It was very hot. It was very, very
There's
hot.
a reason that they have schedules for strikes, and you do shifts, like 4-hour shifts. We were there for 9 hours. 9.
But it was cool. I actually loved it.
Oh, I love it. Like, I loved it. It was great. But like, that's why we look like this now.
Why does your hair look fine?
It's my best quality.
I know. Look, it's like it looks better than this morning, I think.
No.
Look
this
at
morning
me.
It was curled and it was cute.
I look like I got electrocuted. Look. Black Betty, wham-ba-lam. That's what I look like. I seriously look like I've been electrocuted.
All right, guys, we are back to our actual podcast taping, and we're breaking midway here to do one of our traditions, which is where somebody writes in or messages us, gets a hold of us some way, and asks us a question or states a problem or something that they would like us to expand on or get some insight on. So we're going to let Erica take this one away, and she's going to read over one of the ones that somebody shared with her.
Yeah, I recently posted a video about a hospital in Scranton, Pennsylvania that flooded, and they couldn't get a hold of leadership, and they didn't know what to do, and they ultimately ended up calling 911. And so as a result of that, people have been reaching out to me. There's been lots of incidents like this and asking me what they should do in that situation. If it's say night shift and they can't get a hold of anyone, is it appropriate to call 911? There was a recent one in Portland, Oregon, where the power went down and the backup generators did not turn on. Can you imagine? So this kind of thing does happen. But here's my answer. Do not let them tell you that there is no one on call. That is not true. They are required to have some sort of an internal disaster team that is predetermined, that is in place with an appointed incident command leader, and there is always supposed to be someone from leadership on call. It might be a weekly, a monthly rotating thing, a daily, but someone from leadership is on call. And if you're calling and you can't get a hold of anyone, it's time to get creative. So that might look like getting the medical director involved. There's always a medical director on call. And you best believe when that medical director gets that call in the middle of the night, they're going to be calling the CEO and waking them up. And things are going to start to happen, right?
Would that be like the AOD or something would initiate that? Or is this,
Yeah,
are we
there
talking
should
about places?
be.
Yeah, there should
be a
somebody.
house supervisor.
Right,
There should be
right.
someone on call, but occasionally they can't find someone. They can't get a hold of them. People are not doing what they're supposed to do as far as answering their phone when they're on call. They're not expecting, whatever.
Right.
They
I
don't
think
want to be
they're
bothered.
they probably, especially like maybe at smaller hospitals and stuff, it's probably rare that when they're technically supposed to be there for emergency calls, it's probably rare that it happens. So,
Right.
yeah, if somebody isn't doing what they're supposed to do, and if they're the one to get a hold of, then what do you do, right? I mean, you've got to
Yeah. You got to get
gotta
creative and
initiate
put
something,
patients
yeah.
first. Now, how could all of those nurses possibly have moved? I think it was 2.5 floors worth of patients by themselves in the middle of a flood and ceilings collapsing.
Wow.
They did the appropriate thing, in my opinion. They called 911. The fire department came and helped relocate patients. That was appropriate because they could not get a hold of anybody. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. That is prioritizing patient safety.
Can you imagine if you were the one that was supposed to be like on call and you finally check your messages or show up and like the ceiling has caved in? And I mean,
Yeah.
do you apologize in that scenario, or sorry about that? Sorry, I wasn't there for you. No, they probably made it feel like their fault, like they shouldn't have called 911, and that they should have patched
Yeah.
the ceiling.
I'm sure. And it's sad to say, but I doubt that there was any negative ramifications for that person that didn't answer the phone, unfortunately,
it.
because they tend to protect leadership.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, I guess moral of the story is, like Erica said, get creative, make it happen, figure something out. And so those nurses did the right thing. I mean,
I think
right?
so. Yeah.
I'm tugging on my eyelash right now. I feel like I got something in my. What is it with you and I always have something in my eyeball?
You had grass in your eye when we came back from the strike.
Yeah, I did because you were making me fly through an Uber with the windows down and crap was flying in my eyeball. It's out of control. All right, we're going to switch it back and finish the second half of our live taping of when we were in Rochester, and we'll get back to you and wrap it up here in a minute.
Okay, what else did you do to me? Because there was more.
Oh, I'm sure I did all sorts of things to piss you off. What else did I do?
I don't know. There was something. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's more.
So every time somebody would take a picture of her and I together, she'd go, "Can you tag me, Nurse Erica? Thank you." And I'm like, "What about me?" She's like, "Fend for yourself." I'm like, "You couldn't have said tag both of us?" She's like, "Could you tag the Nurse Erica?"
I never say the Nurse Erica. I never say. I cringe when people say that.
I'm like, "What about me? Fend for
I
yourself."
did say that. I did say fend for yourself.
Fend for yourself. Yeah. So I'm like, "Hey, could you add me into that tag, please? That would be really good." I love saying the Nurse Erica.
Listen, side note. My TikTok
Who
name.
came up with that?
No.
When the options were Nurse Erica or the Nurse Erica, were you like, "Oh,
no,
the"?
this needs to be clarified.
I am
No.
the.
Listen,
Because if there's any other Nurse Erica, she's
no.
trash.
Listen, the first year I was just Nurse Erica for like over a year. Nurse Erica. I wake up one morning, TikTok has sent me a notification saying, "Your username is already taken and you need to change it." I'm like, "It's been a year. What are you talking about?"
Possible.
Right?
That probably
So
didn't
I
even
was
happen.
panicked. No, I have screenshots. I saved them.
She's
And I was
receipts.
panicked.
She's got receipts.
I do. And I was panicked. So I'm like, no one's going to know me by anything else. And my daughter in the background is like, just add a "the" at the beginning. And I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of brilliant. It's kind of pretentious, but like, at least I get to save the same name.
And
So-
it like makes you like majesty.
No, and I've hated it
The.
ever since. And then we were, side note.
I think it sounds more like the Nurse.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
The Nurse Erica.
We were on my...
I'm the Nurse Jessica
No, you're
Sites. The Nurse Jessica Sites, because there could be multiple.
The funniest thing is when I was on my Italy trip, one of the nurses that went
Oh
on the
my
trip,
God, I'm
who I
dying.
love dearly, before I told that story, was like, "Yeah, I called myself the Nurse so-and-so because of you." And I was like, oh, I hate that is my name.
Oh my God, she set a
I hate
precedent
it.
now.
I hate it, and here's why. And I
If your
told the
name's
story.
Margie Smith, make it the Margie Smith.
And then I felt bad because I felt like I made her feel bad, but that was not my intention.
So TikTok's the only the? Maybe the real Nurse Erica's dead, and you can claim it back.
There is apparently another Nurse Erica in Nevada where I live.
With a K or a C?
I think it was this. I don't know.
Does it have a CK or just K? I mean, just C.
I don't know, but it was in northern Nevada, and I live in southern Nevada. She was in Blake's magazine. I was not.
Well, at least you made it to nurse.org top influencers.
Please tell me how. This sounds so bad.
What?
Okay, please tell me how I'm on nurse.org's top, I don't know, was it 50 Instagram nurse people, but I didn't make it to TikTok.
They probably
Top
found out that
50.
you send people for lattes and tea. Oh, wait, then we get back here to
You make me
tape
sound
a
so
podcast?
Okay, that's
And-
just bad.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Hey, where's your, I need to hook up your equipment." I placed it all there. It's all there.
I just said it's all right there. It is. It's all right here on the table in the hotel. I've got it all set up.
And wait, as she's laying on the bed with her legs
I'm
crossed on her phone.
exhausted.
On her phone. It's
Look
all-
at me. I'm
Wait,
exhausted.
it's all right there, peasant. It's all right there. Just get it done, woman. Make it happen. Thank you, Nurse Jessica, for the Diet Coke. Thank you.
I didn't get a Diet Coke.
Iced tea.
Thank you, Nurse Jessica, for the iced tea and the sugar-free vanilla latte at a Kids Camp. And for doing the tech stuff that I am not capable of for the podcast.
Although I have not finished this.
Love you. Love you.
Can somebody write this down? I'm getting love.
We got to the hotel after 9 hours on the strike line and experiencing virtually like every type of weather that there is practically. in those 9 hours.
Yeah.
And exhausted. And I'm like, she was going to go ahead in the shower. And I'm like, no, you can't go shower. Like, we have to capture this moment of looking like garbage and being absolutely exhausted.
Garbage.
Before we get cleaned up.
Garbage.
And then I made the mistake of like smoothing my hair, and she yelled at me. She's like, no, we have to look like garbage.
No, you guys, so the Uber on the way home, the lady had the windows down. So I'm like this, okay? When the car finally stopped, like this, okay? And this one's hair hasn't moved. How is that possible?
It's my only good feature.
It stayed just like that.
And
I'm like,
my feet.
And she's like, don't fix your hair. Leave it just like that. Just like that. So I haven't brushed it. It's greasy. And my feet stink. Will you smell my feet?
No.
Can I see your feet?
They're cute, right? I need a
what
new
size shoe do you wear?
Like an 8. They could be a little smaller. But they're cute.
But wait a minute.
They're cute, right?
You're just like my husband. Your second toe is longer than your...
Barely. I have cute feet. I don't care what you say. They're cute.
What about mine?
You have cute feet. They're tiny, too.
I wear a 7.
That's a good size.
But I will say, and it's kind of cool, a lot of people all day come up to you for advice. Like as if they do, which is fine, but I didn't realize...
I warned you, though. Didn't I warn you what it's like?
They do, like...
They do, right?
Like, they'll catch her in a moment, like, alone, and they're like, I need to talk.
Yeah, they do. And it's never like 5 minutes. It's like 45 minutes of here. So in 1985, my manager suspended
you do love
me.
it, though. You do love it. They're like, listen, I got an email on June 31st, okay? The email was 18 paragraphs.
And then they go into excruciating detail. And then at the end.
Wait. This is the best part. I wanted to do a video making fun of you. Hold on. They're talking to her and giving them her life story, and she's like this, look.
I can't.
Look.
Listen, I struggle with this all the time. I struggle with this. Listen.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Oh. I would call the board of the CEOs and get an attorney. Wait, and then...
I need to explain.
Well, I'm filling in the rest of the gaps, okay? And this one has 18 videos edited and uploaded. I've never seen anything like it. I have never seen anything like it.
I am a multitasker. I cannot like sit there and just listen. Like I have to be doing something with my hands. I can't just sit and watch TV.
But I will also
I
say
have to do things.
I'm one of those people that like the people at like Publix will dump their whole...
No, they don't do to you what they did to me.
Well, no, they don't know me as like a
I am telling you and don't get me wrong, like I love nurses, I love talking to nurses. However, but it can be a little bit overwhelming when it's a lot of nurses in one condensed space because here's what they do. Erica, oh my God, I love you.
Wait.
Thank you for coming.
Hang on, I'm gonna listen to you right now.
This is amazing. I'm so glad you're here. Can I ask you for some advice? Absolutely. Shoot.
Yeah.
So in 1987, my nurse manager suspended me, and then it goes downhill from there. And then at the end, they're like, fix it.
But I will say, though, as much as you're multitasking, I do think you're listening.
I am listening. I am. I'm absolutely listening. I am
listening.
I'm totally listening, but I'm not someone that can just sit there and not do something. I have to multitask. And it's just a little bit overwhelming when they're like, I'm going to trauma dump
the guilt-ridden
whole
one
career.
that feels like I need to maintain complete eye contact.
Oh, no,
okay?
We're not doing
and
that.
I can't.
No,
I can't.
We're not doing that. I'm going to listen, and I'm actively engaged. I just might not look like
Wait, every Uber driver had a complete transplant.
What is that?
I don't know.
We've been here like 18 hours, and we've run into 3 people
Every Uber
that have
driver
had kidney transplants.
For real. They're like, oh, your nurses will let me tell you.
Yeah, let me tell you my traumatic story about a kidney transplant.
I had a kidney transplant.
And we're like,
wait,
another
no, and
one?
then there's Nurse Erica, look.
You make me sound so bad. I can't.
Well, you got another kidney. Anyways.
I did not say that.
I mean, what? Call me when the second one fails.
I did not say that.
She did not. But
I warned you how it is.
But why?
I warned you how it is with
why
nurses
are so many
around
people
me.
in New York, their organs are failing?
One was because they had COVID, she said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you guys, I'm teasing her, and obviously she's listening because you would, when you finally heard the story, she'd be like, I need you to call the ROC PPP.
Yeah, at the end, when they finally stopped talking, this sounds so bad. I'm like, you need to get an attorney and you need to report that to the EEOC. I could have told you that 20 minutes
I said the ROCC. I couldn't tell you what an EEOC is if you put a gun to my head right now. What is it, the Economic Earnings Commission?
The Equal Opportunity Employment Commission.
Oh. Is it for just nurses? Or?
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, actually.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Well, they listened, and so, I don't know, she was paying attention. But I
was. I'm always paying attention.
You two
even
are
if
so
I don't
funny.
like it. I'm out of wine, though. That's sad.
Oh, what a travesty.
My glass is empty. That sucks.
Jesus, take the wheel.
But look at these glasses.
Don't worry. Nurse Jessica will fix that too. I'll fill it up. Oh, tell them about the luggage I had to bring. 80 gallons of luggage.
She decided to bring 2 bottles of wine with her.
It's a lot cheaper.
I was so proud of myself because for the first time ever in my life, I didn't check a bag.
Wait.
That's never happened.
Okay, so she's made fun of the bottles of wine, but who's in it?
What do you mean who's in it?
Who?
You poured it.
Oh no, I poured a glass and her. She didn't know I poured her a glass, and she's like, no fair. No fair.
We tried to go to the bar.
Fetch me my wine.
And the woman was like,
She kicked us out.
She was like, we're not open for 10 minutes. And we're like, oh, okay, no problem. Can we sit here? No, I need you to wait outside. We're like, it was great today. Absolutely great. Jessica's first strike ever. She's no longer a strike virgin. Exhausting though. Like we were there for 9 hours, like exhausting. And I was ready to stay another hour. And she was like, if you don't get me on an Uber.
I know. No, wait. She's like, well, look at my hair. Look at this. What just happened? She's like, well, if we're going to go out and have dinner or drinks, I'd just rather stay. And I'm like, I'm going back to my room. I don't know what you're doing, but I am.
Your phone was dead. You weren't going anywhere.
So she just keeps staring at me. I'm like, I can't call my own Uber. Can you please help me? So luckily, we got an Uber, and then you ended up coming with me. No.
Any feminine hygiene tips for older women? Jessica, you want to take that one? I'm not laughing at you. I've had a lot of wine. I'm not laughing at you. Honestly, I'm probably your age. Honestly, I don't know how to answer that.
Erica, how do you take care of your 9 months? Erica, you cover that. Let them know you keep your kitty clean.
I'm not having that conversation. And cue the spew.
You know, honesty though, I will be honest, like, as an Ellen.
Yeah, you're an L&D nurse. Is this not like your specialty?
I need more
geographical.
Details. I know that.
Okay, we need more details.
I would need more details.
What is the issue specifically that we are trying to address?
Is there an odor?
A
it's
smell?
Probably bacterial vaginosis that you can easily clear with half hydrogen peroxide and half warm water.
Wait, what? Are you telling someone to clean their vag?
I'm saying a lot of. Okay, let's be honest here.
I've never
I'm getting
heard of
serious.
that. Are you serious? I feel like that's not
a lot
a
of
thing.
people don't. Okay, you can be odorous, okay, and not know why. I'm not saying that this person is, but I would need to know if that's the problem, because if that is the problem, it's probably just BV, which is easily
What's
fixed.
BV?
Bacterial vaginosis.
Thank you.
Your pH is off, basically. So you got to reset the pH balance in your nina, okay? If you don't want to go and have to buy stuff at the store or get a prescription for stuff, you can simply take half hydrogen peroxide, half warm water, get it in a squirty bottle, squirt it up your hoo-ha,
elevate burn a little bit? No?
I don't know, Erica, tell them. Did it
I've
burn?
never squirted.
Did it?
H2O2 up there. Thank you.
I'm done.
They said that sure escalated quickly.
Yeah. Anyways, elevate
our shirts. Elevate. Why do you have to elevate your hips?
Because how is the liquid supposed to sit in there?
Like you want it to pool in there?
Yeah, if you can let it soak for 5-10 minutes.
Inside?
Yes.
So you're
outside.
You're supposed to like hold it in, like Kegels and all,
if you can,
and then
God,
let it go. I've never heard of
for
this.
those that don't know that I am
nurse.
actually a nurse. Or you can sit in the bathtub, okay, with no water in it, but sit in the bathtub, put your feet up on the edge of the tub, okay, so that lifts your legs up, do the rinse, sit there for 5 or 10 minutes before you stand up. Your vagina's like a vault. Should be. If not, do something about that. I'm going to shower now.
Okay.
I'm going to clean my kitty.
There you go.
Meow.
Aren't you glad we had this conversation?
I hope I answered her question.
So, well, this topic certainly changed. That's what I get for reading the comments.
Back to unions and the LPNs, okay? Let's get back to the task at hand.
Foaming rabid kitty.
Yeah, that sounds angry.
What we sipping, ladies? I don't know. She brought two bottles of something. What'd you bring? Chardonnay?
You've been drinking it?
I'm drinking
Chardonnay
that because I have no other choice.
But Erica's had 2 bites of beef jerky today.
Literally 3 bites of beef jerky I have not eaten. And I've been out in the heat
and
and
a
the
skinny
rain.
latte at kids' temperature.
Okay, guys, that was a extremely fun live that we had. And before we end this, I do have our weekly award I'm going to give away. But I want to say that I seriously laughed so hard. I belly laughed to the point that my stomach hurt. My favorite part of that was the part that is probably hard for y'all to understand without visually seeing it, but it is on the recording, is when randomly somebody just asked about their feminine hygiene. Because it's not that it was a bad question. It's just that it had nothing to do with what we were talking about. And the question was just so random.
It was so random.
I'm thinking that somebody just happened to pop on the live and saw that it was nurses and maybe didn't really understand the context that we were talking about a strike. But it was just funny because Erica's like, you can tell she's reading it and has no, like, it hits her as she's reading it, which is any tips for feminine hygiene. And I just,
and
I
we
couldn't
were
take it.
loopy by that point. We were completely loopy.
So in our defense, before you think we're horrible people, we did hone it in and switch into gear, and I gave her great information regarding her hygiene.
You did. With your years of labor and delivery experience, you gave
I
her
did. I gave her lots of information, and we got the message across. So it was a great time, and we had a blast. Next, I don't know. I can't wait to do another strike again. Please invite me and Nurse Erica anywhere.
They're so fun. I love it.
Yes, it was amazing. I felt very fortunate that they asked us to speak, and we got to do speeches there in front of everybody. Like there was a lot of cool things that I'm trying to remember if we talked about the speeches on the live. We may not have, but I did just want to say...
we did because you were giving me a hard time about not recording yours.
That's right. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. Anyway, speaking of a Code Brown award, which is the new name of our award, Code Brown, we had...
It's official.
Our listeners, they sent in a pretty good amount of options of things that would be the weekly award for somebody that's done something cruddy. And we finally settled on Code Brown as opposed to the enema of the week. So it's the Code Brown of the Week award. And I'm giving this one to Erica. No, just kidding. For not recording me, Erica gets the award. No, I know this sounds petty, but I had somebody write a comment on one of our I think it was one of our Nurses on Court clips that we had put up. And all I remember is Erica read me the comment. I think it was under her thing. And the lady said I looked like a geriatric Barbie. I could not stop laughing because while I am flattered to Here, Barbie, I'll take that. But I'm envisioning like a new doll at Walmart on the shelves, like geriatric Barbie, and she's like all wrinkled up and way past her prime. So for not being very nice, and I was so offended, I forgot what rude comment they said to Erica. I was just more concerned about my geriatric Barbie.
Either. I just remember I saw the comment and I said, "Can you please block this person?" And you kept saying why, and I said, "They're not very nice." And you kept saying why. What did they say? And you made me send it to you.
No, oh, that's right. You were like, "You don't want to know." And I honestly thought it was going to be a lot worse. Because, being in social media and on camera, people just feel like they're keyboard warriors and they're brave. They don't, you can't really pin down who they are. So if they want to be mean, they're going to be mean sometimes. So it kind of goes with the territory, but it really was funny because I thought it was going to be a lot worse. But I don't know. She just annoyed me. So she gets the Code Brown of the Week award. May you get an intestinal virus and poop your brains out this weekend, lady. From geriatric Barbie to you. I hope your Taco Bell doesn't sit well. All right, we're going to wrap up this Nurses Uncorked podcast. We will see you next time. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.